Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video.
Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and today we are going to be making our own ducks in a row design. These are super popular on Etsy right now. I'm here in ProfitTree, and all I did was search for ducks in a row, and it brought me a bunch of different listings that I can see exactly how popular this is right now. We have definitely not in a row here in 20 plus carts. That looks really cute. Here's another style, and then here's yet a different style. Okay, so we are going to create something like this, only a little different, you know, our own take on that. All right, so let me get rid of those, and I am over here in Kittl, and I have my artboard set up. It's 5,000 by 5,000 pixels, and I already have my prompt pasted in here. It's a long prompt, so I will leave a link. I will actually leave the prompt for you down below in the comments. You can change it up however you want, add more ducks, take ducks away, change the phrase, whatever you want. I had mine done a little different. I have my phrase that says my ducks are never in a row. Okay, and I went with like the fun hand-drawn style. So I'm using Nano Banana for this. That way, as soon as I just like Nano Banana style. I ran it in a couple other ones earlier, and I'll run it again in a couple others just so we can see what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go with the Nano Banana. So I'm going to generate my Nano Banana version quick, and I'm going to zoom in here a little so you can see this, and we'll give that a second. And there we go. And I really like the way that looks. Okay, so I'm going to just move that off to the side. And we are going to run this in, let's run it in Flux Ultra, because that one's usually pretty good as well. And then I'll probably run it in Dolly just to see. But I do think we're going to stick with the Nano Banana. But I like how it just did 3 little ducks, although this one is really cute too. We'll see. And let's run it once more in Dolly and see what we get, what we like the most. I like the crayon type font and text in this one in the Flux, so I might stick with the Nano Banana but have it change the text. We'll see, but these are just super popular designs. They're super fun. Oh, although this Dolly is really cute. I like that. Let me upscale all 3 of these. We'll start with the Dolly. I actually think I'm going to go with the Dolly. Let me remove the background and make sure that is going to look okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. That's strange. I'm surprised I like the Dolly one best. I like the little speech bubble kind of things and the little dots and polka dots and stuff it put on there. And I think that's the one we're going to go with, surprisingly enough. Okay, so we upscaled that. We removed the background. Let me change the background here on my artboard just so I can make sure. Yeah, see, that did not remove the background properly. So I am going to, I think I'm going to go back to Nano Banana, run that again. I shouldn't have gotten rid of it before I tested the, okay, so we're going to upscale this. We are going to remove the background on this. Let's bring that out. And now that background looks great. That's removed perfectly. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And what I want to do now is I'm going to create a smartboard because I do want some things changed. Make the text bigger and in a handwritten crayon style. Make the text, I also want it black. So let's tell it to do that. Make the text black, bigger, and in like a handwritten crayon style. Let's see what we get. Hopefully that comes out exactly the way we want. Well, it's not really crayon style. So, okay, that's all right, because here's what we're going to do. This is the beauty of Kittl. All right, I am going to convert this to an image. I'm going to get rid of this stuff here. Okay, here's my artboard. Let's remove the background on this guy. Let's upscale him. And let's pop him in here onto our artboard. And now let's erase. We're just going to get rid of this text. Okay. And now we're good. Now what we're going to do is add our own text to it. So let me see here. All right. Don't want to do that. Text is here. Put that in. And let's find a style we want. Let's make this text bigger. Come on. There we go. My ducks are never in a row. All right. Now that we have that in there, now let's go over here and find a and you can upload fonts too if you want to. I'm just looking for something fun that might be like a child's handwriting. Let's go with this one. No, I don't like that already. How about Funk West? Maybe. Let's look here. About this one. Okay, my ducks are never in a row. Let's make it bigger. Okay, and let's give it, let's align it center. And let's reduce the line spacing some here. We don't want it so far apart. Okay, that looks good. Transformation. Okay, now why is that not? Let's just go with an arch. Wave. Okay. All right, we're going to split this up into 2 sections. Okay, let's go in here. And let's go in here to our font. And let's give this some fun. Let's do custom here. Let's get rid of this because we are splitting these into 2. Custom. And again, let's try and make this a little different, but yet we kind of want it to not be. Let's rotate this one a little, bring it down. And let's rotate this one a little. Just make it a little weird. Make it a little bigger. And there we have that pretty much centered. So that looks pretty good. Like I said, it's a little different. We wanted something, and we could change the color on our text. Let's make it the yellow of the ducks, and then give it a border. Let's do 10. And we'll do the same thing on this one. We're going to make it the same color, and we're going to give it a border of 10, just so you can see it a little better. Let's zoom in. So that looks pretty cute to me. I like that. We don't want it to be too busy, so I'm thinking this looks pretty good. Let's get rid of our background on our smartboard. And now what we could do is let's export this. This is our design, our completed design. And 5,000 by 5,000, 300 DPI. Remove background, optimize quality, and download. That is our completed design. That's what's going on the shirt. So let's go in here to work in progress. Ducks in a row. And we're going to save that as ducks in a row image. Alrighty. So that is our design. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back in here. We're going to grab this and we're going to create our mock-ups right in here, just like we did the other day. Lifestyle mock-up, woman wearing an oversized dark gray sweatshirt. And let's do rustic cabin vibe. Close up of the design on the shirt. Okay, we'll do that one. And this one, lifestyle mock-up of this design on a coffee mug. Cozy rustic cabin vibe. Okay, and there's our first mock-up with the sweatshirt. Let's go again here. And lifestyle mock-up. Design on a tote bag. Slung over a teenager's shoulder, walking through a fall market. Okay, so we're going to get our mock-ups done here. And again, just like we did the other day in the video when I showed you how you could do all this. One of these failed to generate, so let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay, so it's having a little bit of issues. So let me delete these smartboards and try again. It could just have been, okay. Design on a coffee mug on a rustic wooden table. Cozy cabin vibes. Let's just do one at a time. Maybe I was just overwhelming it. Alrighty, and there it is on the mug. And let's do the tote bag. Teenage girl with a tote bag over her shoulder. Walking through a fall market. Close up of the design on the tote bag. And we'll let that one run. Okay, that one's cute. And let's do one more. Let's do lifestyle mock-up of a woman wearing a black t-shirt with this design. Frazzled look, hectic day. Since our ducks are not in a row, we might as well do a mock-up that shows a frazzled mom having a crazy hectic day. All right, let's see what kind of image that gives us for that. And don't forget, yeah, that one is really, really cute. Let's zoom in here and look at this. That is a great mock-up, I think. I mean, it's real. It is definitely a lifestyle mock-up, and it could be the one that just really pulls people in. You know, it's up to you if you want to go with something off the wall like that. I think it's going to be fun, so I may keep that and use it. Let me scroll out a little more. Let's get these in place. Let me move these up. And I think I'm going to do one more and put it on a lighter colored t-shirt. Lifestyle. Actually, let me come up here, copy this, and just do white sweatshirt. And see what it gives us. I do want that frazzled, that hectic look again. I really think that is something really cute for this particular design. Now, like I said, it's up to you whether you want to use something like that. I happen to like it. I think that one is pretty good there. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now we have our mock-ups, and I'm going to create a new artboard. Let's duplicate this. Whoops. Get rid of that design. Oh no, what did I do? There we go. And we want our artboard 3000 by 3000. At least I do. That is the size I make my mock-ups for my Etsy shop. So that is the size I want these artboards. And I'm going to duplicate it. So I have 5 of them for my mock-ups. Okay. And let me put these a little closer together, line them up, so we can zoom in on things a little better. I can get rid of my original design. Okay, so now we're going to convert these to images. And when I do that, I'm going to get rid of them. I'm going to get rid of the smart boards. I'm going to pop these into my mock-ups, convert to image, pop it in there, convert to image, pop it in there. Okay, so now I can take a look at these and decide how I want to place them. So I'm going to zoom in so I can see these all a little better. And I think I like that one just the way it is, right? And this one I like when it's centered and focused on the design. Same way with this one. I might make this a little bit smaller. That looks good there. Same with the coffee mug. I'll make it just a tiny bit smaller. And this one, I think I'm going to, let's just make that one just a little bigger. So we are really focused on the design. You've got the laundry, the baby. Yeah, I like that one. So now we have all of our mock-ups. Let's make this one just a little bigger. Okay. Have all of our mock-ups, and now I am just going to download these. They're 3000 by 3000, 72 DPI, optimized quality, and it'll download in a zip file for me. And now I am ready to upload this to my Etsy store. And that is all it takes to make that design. And we did it in less than a half an hour. And that was goofing around a little bit at the beginning with trying different models for our image generation. But we have a completed design, complete with our mock-ups, and we're ready to go. So that is the cute little ducks in a row, or my take on it. Like I said, I'll leave the prompt for you in the description. You can edit it in any way you want. In fact, I'll probably edit it for you and just make it a template so you can change things up, or I'll just put it there the way it is, and you guys can change it however you want. And you can, do what I did and edit the graphic here in Kittl. That's the one thing I really like about Kittl. I was able to change that text and font and put something else in it that just went with the vibe that I was going for. So I will leave a link for Kittl below. If you haven't used it yet, you really should. If you use my coupon, you'll save 25% between the week of September 29th and October 6th. Nano Banana will be completely free. You can generate as many images as you want in here, and it won't cost you any credits. So keep that in mind. That is an awesome, awesome promotion. I'm loving it. And I will also leave the link for ProfitTree. This is a fantastic little program. You just sign up. They have a lifetime deal going on right now, $67. That's what I'm on. And you just type in what you're searching for, and it will bring up, like, here we go, ducks in a row. Let me change that to t-shirt. And it is going to find these funny duck t-shirts. We can do, here we go, duck in a row PNG. And it is going to bring back these listings on Etsy, and it's going to tell you, how many people have it in their cart, how much the monthly revenue is, how long it's been listed. So is this something I should, that's really popular now, it's selling quickly. It also tells you here whether they're running ads on it or not. The conversion rate over here is blacked out because, like I said, I am on the lifetime plan. This was $67. It is worth every penny, and you don't have to pay again. If you want to see the conversion rate here, then you would need to upgrade to the monthly. But honestly, I don't miss that data at all. That doesn't bother me in the least. And I can sort it by views, listing age, or monthly sales, or monthly revenue, total revenue. I cannot sort by demand. That may be something in an upgrade, I'm not sure. But it tells you exactly, here we go, 5 views in the last 24 hours for this image. This one says it is in 20 carts. So if these are popular designs, and you can get some ideas from it that way. Alrighty, so that's our ducks in a row, or in my case, my ducks are never in a row. And you can create your own take on this design if you want to. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Keep in mind, if you are a YouTube member of our channel, you get badges, priority in comments, priority replies and comments, and things of that nature. All kinds of fun little stuff for just like $3 a month. And we'll have special member-only videos, and you get early access to all my future videos. All right, if I put them up, you'll have access to them for about 48 hours before anyone else gets to see them. So you get a head start on some of your designs. Alrighty, guys, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.